video, what I'll be talking about is what you need to do to become a software developer as a beginner. Uh, there are a lot of paths set out before you becoming a software developer. Really, we have a lot of tracks. We have a lot of things to focus on. You might decide to become a full-time web developer, a full-stack web developer rather, and then you might decide to become a mobile developer. You can decide to become a cloud consultant. You can decide. There are just a lot of them to choose from. So you will have to answer the question of what do I need to know? What tracks do I need to get on? What tools do I need to learn? What are the prerequisites for learning? What kind of device do I need? What kind of laptop do I need? Do I even need a laptop at all? Of course you do. So those questions I have to answer in this video, and then I'll go ahead and share my screen and show you a little bit of the tools I think you might need and the tracks you might decide to develop on. So let's get started, shall we?
Okay, so I want to tell you what two things you basically need to get started. Of course, you need a device and you need resources to learn. Now, from the device perspective, well, this is my idea. I will advise nothing lesser than Intel Core i3 as a processor for your laptop, and also for your RAM, I'll advise nothing less than 4 gigabytes of RAM. Even though normally on a normal day I would advise something 6 gigabytes or higher. And then for storage, 120 gig. Uh, Normally I would advise you go for SSD because it is way faster than HDD. Of course, you need speed. Speed is one thing that is very important to developers. And then also your device should run a 64-bit operating system. That is very, very important as a developer. So now let's give an example of what I use. I use HPNV X360. I use HPNV. I run 12 gigabytes of RAM and then 1 terabyte hard disk. Don't mind me, I'm very traditional, and I run Intel Core i5 6th generation. So that is an example of a device that I use. So you can decide for any brand of laptop you would decide to use to code, but normally these specs normally they are not debatable. If you go for something lesser, you will have to learn a lot of patience alongside your coding, which is sometimes will slow down your pace of learning. So I'd normally advise something 6 gig or higher, Intel Core i5. So i5, i7. And I said we also go for things that are very much latest because they are very much optimized to meet the most needs of the day. And then from a resources standpoint, uh, I love to learn with videos. That's one reason I decided to make this video series. And then I also read books. So these are basically the two resources you might want to learn from if you want to learn programming yourself. So from the book's perspective, you could just open your favorite search engine. For this case, I use Google. Uh, Search for whatever you want to learn. For example, if you want to learn web programming, just search for web programming, and the thing you have to put at the end, just put PDF, and then you get a lot of free books you could download. Some you could have to pay for. And then also from the videos perspective, you're looking to learn with videos. Normally I'd recommend YouTube. There are tons of free videos you could always learn from. There's also MVA, that is Microsoft Virtual Academy, and that link is mva.microsoft.com. And then there are also paid lessons you could always learn from. One of my favorites is Plural Site, and then there's Linda. So if you have the budget, you can decide to go learn programming for these platforms. But basically, these two platforms are free for you to learn from. Start from beginning and then go through, practice those videos, learn new things, put yourself on deadlines, give yourself projects to work on, and then hopefully at the end of the whole show, you'll be a better programmer for it. Thank you very much.
I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, please go ahead and like it, post a comment, ask questions, and also I would like for you to subscribe to this channel to get updates from me when I post new videos. And then you can also visit my website at daraoladapo.com. I post recent updates on blog.daraoladapo.com. And YouTube channel, of course, is youtube.com/Dara Oladapo. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll be seeing you when next I post a new video. Thanks for watching. Bye.